Hello, this is Professor Halsey, and today we're going to look at the week 3, which is Word Chapter 4, and we're going to walk through the Chapter 4 Let Me Tries, clicking here to go into the assignment. This links us to our SimNet, and you should come up looking something like this. And open SimBook, never hit reset progress. So this is using tables, columns, and graphics, Chapter 4. We're going to cover these 6 outcomes. Okay, our first outcome is creating and editing tables. Now, one of the things I'm doing here is looking through the chapter at these how-tos. These how-tos are and diagrams, labeling is just invaluable information to help you learn the material. So if we don't know how to insert a table, it says we go to the Insert tab, click the insertion point where you want the table, click Insert Table in the Tables group, and then it gives us a grid and we select how big we want it to be. We're going to go in and do that. Let me try. Insert a 3x7 table, so I'll go to the Insert tab, hit the Table drop down, and choose 3 by 7. Okay, our next topic is inserting a table using the Insert Table dialog box. So we do the same thing, Insert Tables group, go to Table, Insert Table, and select the desired number of rows and columns. Selecting, adding rows and columns, and that's our next Let Me Try. Add a row between the second row, communication, and the third row, integrity. And a good thing to do is just go ahead and turn on the hint. Our insertion pointer is usually where it's supposed to be, but it says go between the second and the third row. Place your pointer to the left outside edge of the border between the second and the third row. Bring up the insert row control, that's what we're seeing here, the double line that came up once I got in just the right spot, and click it. Notice how it inserted a blank row in between there. Merge and split cells. And they have a how-to. We go to the Table Tools Layout tab, and in the Merge group, hit the Merge Cells button. Merge the cells in the first row of the table, and again, just, it doesn't hurt to turn on that hint, and it tells you exactly where to go. So we're on the Table Tools Layout tab, and we're in the Merge group, and we want to merge cells. We can also split cells in that same group. Deleting rows and columns. So delete the blank column on the right side of the table. So I can highlight the whole column by pointing to the top of it. Go to the Table Tools Layout tab and delete column. And we can also delete the whole table. Okay, now we're under arranging the text in the tables. We can resize the columns and the rows. Okay, so it's on the Table Tools Layout tab in the Cell Size group, and we can change the height or the width. So here they want us to change the width of the second column to 2 inches. If I don't remember, I hit my hint. That's on the Table Tools Layout tab. And I can go to the width and bump that up to 2 inches, or type in the number 2. I'll say usually if it tells me to type it and I hit the up arrow, it gives me incorrect. So I'm surprised it didn't ding me on that one.
Auto fitting a table, if we don't know how to do it, it'll give us instructions here. When you insert a table into the document, the table is automatically set to the width of the typing line. Or it has 3 different auto fit options: auto fit to contents, auto fit to window, and auto fit to column width, where you have a fixed column width. Right, in this one, they want us to resize the column in the selected table to automatically fit the size of the contents of the table. Okay, so on the Layout tab, Auto Fit to Contents. Auto Fit is in the Cell Size group. We hit the drop down and we get Auto Fit Contents. Okay, now I got that check mark for that. Let me try. Now I'm looking at distributing rows and columns. So you can set the features evenly distributes the rows based on the height of the existing table, adjusting all rows to a consistent height, or evenly distribute the columns based on the width of the existing table, adjusting all columns to the same width. Okay, so let me try that one. Distribute the columns of the table so they are the exact same width. Should have looked in my directions. Actually, I can close, come back, and I was looking for it. It is on the Table Tools Layout tab. It's in the Cell Size group. So see, this is what comes in handy to help me with the Let Me Try. So now I can go back and it says I'm on the Layout tab in the Cell Size group. And here it is right beside the sizes, and we want to distribute the column. That's the one on the bottom. Okay. Aligning text, top left, bottom left, top center, center, bottom center, top right, center right, bottom right. All right. So when we're doing alignment and it gives us this little box here, that's what it's showing us, is aligning to all those different positions. Okay, and then we can change cell margins. Select table to change the cell margins for all cells in the table. So you can click the table selector handle to select the entire table. Then go to Table Tools Layout and then the table group. Click Select Table. So that's an alternate way of selecting the whole table. All right, then we'll go to the Table Tools Layout tab and go to Cell Margins in the Alignment group. Okay. So again, those little how-tos are really helpful for showing you step by step how to do that particular task. Table Properties dialog box. There's a lot of different properties for the table. You can see here there's a table tab, a row tab, a column tab, a cell tab, an alternate text tab. We can sort data in our tables. So on the Table Tools Layout tab, there's a Sort button in the Data group. Then there's a Sort by drop-down list, and we can pick what we want to sort by, add levels to it if you want, and how you want to sort it. Okay, so let's try that one. Sort the columns in this table by column 1. Great. We're going to take a break here in just a minute and give you a chance to kind of get maybe about where we're at. So we're going to sort this table by column 1 by text type using paragraphs in ascending order. Okay, and worst case, now that you're there, Kimberly, use these left and right arrows. Yeah, use the left and right arrows, or well, use the right arrow and you can catch up to where we're at on sort data in a table. And then you can go back and do the others later. Okay, so we're on the Layout tab in the Data group, Sort, and we hit the Sort button and it brings up this dialog box, and we want to sort by column 1, and then the type, it says they want us to use text. Right, so sort columns by column 1, so sort by column 1, by text type, so type should be text, using drop down paragraphs, using paragraphs in ascending order. Now, don't worry about anything that's down here. We're only using the first one. If we put something in the sort by for the second one, then we got to set this, but otherwise we can just ignore it. It didn't say anything about a header row, so I'd leave that unchecked, and you can notice there's also other options here. Alright, so now we're on to the next page. We don't have to do the pause and practice. So we're on formatting and editing tables. And again, here's my how-to. So if I'm not real sure how to do borders and shading, here's a how-to step-by-step of setting up borders and shading. If y'all don't mind, I'm going to take a quick break. My throat is really getting irritated again, so I'm going to take a quick break. If y'all have any specific questions, please feel free to let me know. Kimberly, I'm so glad you finally got back in. I hope this will give you a little bit of a chance to get caught up. And using those back and forth errors, you can go back and do a few and then come back and finish the rest of them later. Okay, so we're going to stop right here and I'll go back to the heading so you can see where I'm at. Don't see where my page numbers are, but it's SLO 4.3, formatting and editing tables. And give me about, let's say 5 minutes to 7:32, and then we'll come back and finish up this Let Me Try. I want to thank everybody for their patience tonight. Hang in there. Eventually we'll get finished with this class together, and if you stick with me, I will make sure you get an A in this class, because all we have to do is keep trying. Like it says, let me try. You have to try till you get it, and that's all we have to keep doing is keep trying. All right. So now we're going to start with formatting and editing tables, applying borders to a table using the borders and shading dialog box. Okay, so I'm going to that Let Me Try, and Lord help them on some of these color combinations. It really turns my stomach sometimes. I have to work with what I have to work with. Okay, so we'll open the borders and shading dialog box and create a custom border. All right, so let's do one step at a time. Open the borders and shading dialog box, and to do that, you hit the drop down on borders and shading, which is in the paragraph group on the home tab. Scroll down to the very bottom and you see borders and shading. We want a custom border with the color black text 1, which should be the automatic color, or the second one, first one in the second column, second one in the first row. Select a 1.5 point solid line format. So here, click the top button on the preview area, and there is a button for top, or you can click the top button or click the top area. And close the borders and shading dialog box. And you can see there it added the thick border to the top of the table. Okay, view grid lines. When borders are removed from a table, it's difficult to see the column or row structure of your table. So table format does not include borders. Click the View Grid Lines button. In the Table Tools Layout tab in the Table Group to display cell boundaries. Grid lines display in the document only, they do not print. Now you can tell them to print, but okay, never mind. You can apply shading to a specific cells or to an entire table. Click the bottom half of the shading button. Okay, colors, yeah, you can do all that part. Table styles, that's what we'll be looking at here in just a second with the different table styles option. So this is on the Table Tools Design tab. Okay, and here's the how to apply table style and table style options. So we go to the Table Tools Design tab and select the table style options to apply to the table. We're going to click the More button to display the table styles gallery and then choose the particular table style. So see, if you're not sure how to do that, let me try look through this first. This kind of gives you an idea of at least what tabs you're working on and what you're dealing with. So then when you do go to the Let Me Try, like open the Table Styles Gallery. Okay, well that's on the Design tab. I know that. And then I'm looking for Table Styles. I can hit the More button here and get more options. We want Grid Table 5 Dark Accent 6. Okay, Grid Table 5 Dark Accent 6. And again, help them with their colors. Because look at that. And that's what they wanted. Okay. Hope from some of these examples you can see what not to do on a table as far as the styles go. Okay, so we can insert formulas into a table. That's actually really neat. Most formulas used in tables in Word are simple formulas. You can use the sum. It's not quite like using Excel, but you can use basic formulas. Update the formula, convert text to a table, and now we're on to the next page. That's applause and practice. We don't have to do that. Now we're on to 4.4, using columns, preset column settings. Okay, so let me try that. Change the document to a 2-column layout. All right. Layout, columns, 2. All right, now you see how it looks like a bulletin, pamphlet, side by side, 2 pages here on 1 page. Okay, customizing columns, convert text to columns. If you've never done some of that, converting text to a table, converting text to columns, it's a really nice feature. Column breaks. Okay, so let me try. Insert a column break in front of the Why I Am a Real Estate Agent heading. So we'll go to Insert. Now I need a column break. And since I can't remember, I can come back here and it tells me on the Layout tab, breaks, in the page setup group. Okay. On the layout tab, breaks, and I need a column break. Another way to do that, and I'll show you here on the next one, balance columns using continuous section breaks. That's an interesting one. Pause and practice. Okay, working with graphics. Here we go. I'm going to try to pick up the pace here just a little bit. Let me try that one. Insert the PHER logo below the table. Let's say I'm not sure and I don't want to come out. I can click the hint and it says click the pictures button on the insert tab, illustrations group. So it tells me exactly where I need to go, more or less, to get my picture and click insert. Okay, so to me the hint is usually about all I think I need. Sometimes I can't, the hint doesn't help. I still can't find the button I need, and I'll come back out and read the short how-to. Worst case, I can do the show me. Very seldom have I had to do the guide me. I have had to use it a couple of times, but most of the time I'm coming in doing my let me try, and then if I don't know where something is, I hit my hint, so it tells me exactly where it is. Okay, so here we're going to insert alternate text. So I insert, there's an alternate text pane. And did I miss it in the hint where it told me to go to? I'm on the picture tools. Oh yeah, okay. So I'm on the picture tools. Why is it not letting me move to the picture tools? Okay. Tab, oh, because I keep clicking up here like a dingbat. All right, click down here on the format, and I'm looking for the alternate text, which is right below that. I get this pane, and I can go in and type in the PHRE logo. And close the pane, and that's it. Okay. Inserting online pictures. Open online pictures, so insert online pictures. Search for sale. Insert the image of the red sign, the red for sale sign in front of the white and brown house, which is the second one. And insert. Okay, adjusting the size from the Picture Tools Format tab. Change the height of the image to 1.2. And wrap text around the graphic. This is a nice one to know how to do. Change the wrap text setting to square. All right, so here's our for sale sign. We're going to go to the format, and I know it is wrap text. Hit that drop down and square. Okay, I don't think we got too much more here to finish up. Let's grab, add a caption with the text figure 1, meeting your needs, to the image using all the default settings. It didn't say which image. we'll do, okay. Right click clipboard and choose and see, that's what's got me. Add a caption to with the text to the image. Was it? I guess it's this one. Oh, come on. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it is this one. Insert caption. Sorry, I was right clicking on the wrong picture. Clicking figure 1 space and then type meeting your needs. Okay, so that was, unless I missed it. Okay, well, see, sometimes I gotta have this show me just to show me what I'm doing wrong. Exactly. Okay, I did that. We did that. That's how they want me to do it. So see, sometimes even though I've done what they wanted me to do, I didn't do it the way they wanted me to do it exactly, so they didn't like it. All right, so instead of typing in the caption here, which works, we're going to hit OK, and then type in meeting your needs. And see how you can use all of those different features here to help you with that let me try. Okay, I think we're getting close to done, not quite. A couple more, it looks like. Insert the speech bubble rectangle call out shape over the first quote in the second column. Okay, so insert the text bubble speech. I know it's here somewhere. It's in shapes. And see, that's why the hint helps. And under shapes, we need the illustration group. So I'm going to come down. And maybe I got, oh no, illustrations group, shapes, and speech bubble. And I know what it looks like. Excuse me. Okay, excuse me. So we have to scroll down to the bottom there on call outs, and we want the speech bubble rectangle. Then I'm going to put it, because it says insert the speech bubble call out shape over the first quote in the second column. So I'm going to go around the quote itself. Okay, inserting Smart Art. So add the continuous block process Smart Art to the document. So again, we'll insert tab, Smart Art. This is a process, continuous block process, first column, third one down. Okay. Add the text 220, 220, dash, and we're done with that one. Word art. So we're going to convert Emma Cavalli to word art object. Insert. Okay. Word art. Select the first option in the second row of the gallery. Hey, almost hanging there. Add the first icon of a house in the buildings category. Insert and icons. Icons. We need house. Whoops, it said buildings category. The first icon of a house. In buildings. Nope. The first one says home. The second one says house. I think I'm right on that one. I tried the first one last time. And it says, no, that's a home. It's not a house. Okay. And next is pause and practice. And we're in our chapter summary, so we're all done. And really quick, I didn't know if y'all knew this. These are interactive, so I can come here. We just did this. When you want to combine cells in a given table row, you join them. No, you merge them. So it actually tells you here interactively if you're right or wrong. A vertical grouping of cells is called a column. When you insert a table into a document, the default width is, I'd go with the width of the document. Got lucky on that one. You can evenly adjust spacing on a table's columns and rows by using the table tool called Distribute. How many different ways can you align text in a table? We had a 3 by 3, so that is 9. That's the top left, top center, top right, left center, center center, right center, left bottom, middle bottom, right bottom. You need to copy the information in a table row to another location in the table. You can drag and drop and copy the information by holding down the control key. The information inside your table needs to be sorted alphabetically. To do this, you go to sort button in the data group. Nope. I'm wrong on all of those, so it's got to be layout. You've designed a table with no borders, but you need to see them even if they don't print. To view the invisible borders, go to View Grid Lines. By default, spacing between columns in a multi-column document. No, depends on the width of the margins. No, it's a half an inch. Didn't know that one. To ensure that it probably told me in the chapter as we were going through there. I just went too fast and went over that. So that's why you should be looking at some of those details in the chapter. I'm going to do one more and then take a quick break and come back and we'll finish up our guided project for today. To ensure that a graphic that you insert in a document is not distorted when you resize it, select retain proportions, lock aspect ratio. Okay. Alright, so that was our let me tries and a little bit of the multiple choice just for some fun.